Instead of being given what they were promised, the government became afraid of them and shipped them off to the moon, that planet's moon, where they were supposed to live. And they were treated terribly and poorly. Because all of a sudden, the heroes that saved their planetary society were now the pariahs, were now the terrorists, were now the enemy, and had to be dealt with. This is what we're doing to our veterans. They're the heroes when we need them. We'll train them to become super efficient, massive killing machines. And then when they've seen the horrors of war and they've done their job, and they come back to us, now we're going to label them as baby killers and domestic terrorists, and we don't give them the proper medical treatment that we promised them in the first place. We don't help them with their mental issues like we promised them that we would do if they ever came across these mental issues in the first place. And we just put them out there. We let them rot on the streets as homeless vets. And now all of a sudden, we're going to label them as domestic terrorists. Because now we're at a point where our government really just wants to not only keep tabs on them, but probably round them up. Who knows? Maybe Obama doesn't want to close Gitmo. Maybe he wants to expand it and throw all the military vets down there. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the man is there is, you never know what this guy's going to do. Well, he is a liberal.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSInstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you're being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
Did you know doctors can report some mentally ill patients to the FBI under Obama's new gun control executive order rules? This is, folks. Look, this is all about confiscating your legally obtained weapon, because we all know that. All you legal gun owners out there, all you guys are just criminals. You're running around killing people left and right. I mean, look, you heard Hillary Clinton. We've got to do something about the gun violence in this country. You know, because everybody in Chicago, as we well know, they're all legal gun owners over there. That's right. All those drive-by shootings and the hundreds and was it 3,000 people last year in Chicago or some ridiculously high number. We know they were all killed by people who had legal firearms. They all of those criminals went to a gun store, a firearms store, passed the background check. The lame background check that we currently have, evidently, that's what the liberals are saying. We don't have enough background. They went and they bought the guns legally, passed the background check, went home and committed these gun crimes. So if we want to stop all the gun violence and gun crimes in this country, we have to be able to take the guns out of the hands of the criminals. And the way you do that is you prevent law-abiding citizens from being able to have guns. That'll work every single time. It's worked all over the world. They've taken the guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens, and crime has just gone down to nearly nothing, right? I mean, England. There's no more gun violence in England. There's no more gun violence in Australia. There's no gun violence in places like, Russia and China. There's no gun violence in any of these dictatorial kinds of countries because the citizens can't legally have guns, so nobody's got a gun. Oh, the only people who have guns are the government, the cops, and the military. Nobody else has guns, so there's no gun violence anymore. Wait, there's still gun violence? So are you saying then that it's the government who's committing the gun violence in all these wonderful countries across the globe? No, it's not the government that's doing it. It's criminals who are getting the weapons illegally, and they've always gotten them illegally. But now that the wonderful law-abiding citizens have no way to protect themselves, so gun violence has gone up. So I guess that's what. Well, hey, Chicago, some of the toughest gun laws in this country. It should be a utopia over there in Chicagoland, right? So doctors can report some mentally ill patients to FBI under new gun control rule. And delivering on his promise to deliver common sense. What is so common sense about taking a gun out of out of the hands of a law-abiding citizen? What is common sense about that? How about we just fully enforce the gun laws that we already have on the books, even though most of them are unconstitutional anyway? But how about we just, since we already got them, why don't we just enforce those? I know some people are saying, what do you mean they're unconstitutional? Rod, no, they're not constitutional. Founding fathers didn't... Look, if you want to say that a criminal cannot legally... certain kinds of criminals cannot legally have a firearm because they're known to have committed crimes. If you commit a crime with a firearm, I'm going to say that, even with the I think our I think the founding fathers would probably have just hung you already. But if you commit a crime with a gun, I would say that you probably lose your right to carry a gun in the future, to have one legally. I'll go with that. But a lot of this other stuff, are you kidding me? I mean, it's when I was talking to that wonderful Marine Kent in South Carolina, there was another. I'm sorry, I forgot her name, but another woman was discussing the whole gun issue with us, and one of the things that she brought up, of course, obviously, Kent and I agreed. We know the facts behind it, but you have military personnel, the very people who are, you could honestly say, who are overly trained in the operation and care and handling of a firearm. And yet, these people, who are probably the world's best trained firearm experts, can't have their own weapon. Their guns are locked away in the armory. Now, here's the real rub. As Kent was quick to point out, he says it's worse than that. Because we're saying it's a stupid idea to while our army personnel or military personnel are on base, that they can't have their weapon with them. That's just dumb. He goes, well, it's worse than that, because you got to go to the armory and you got to sign out and go through all this rigmarole to get your firearm. They're like, yeah, we know. He says, but then you got to go to a different location to get the ammunition for that firearm and do the same thing all over again. And he says, you have to be accountable for every single round. He said, if you lose a round, you can be in real big trouble. If you cannot account for every single round, you could be in big trouble. I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, wait a minute. So your gun and your ammo are in two different locations. And if you can't account for all of your ammunition, then you can be in trouble. Yeah, some people have even been court-martialed, he said. Are you kidding me? This is how we treat our military, by the way. And the interesting thing is that when I go into Logan Airport, I take a bus. I don't like driving to the airport because I'm not going to pay that stupid usury fee to park in. It's like $50 or $60 a day to park at Logan Airport. That's redonkulous to pay that much at a stupid parking garage. And there's with no security, by the way. I mean, anything could, and they even, we're not, the big signs, we're not responsible for your vehicle while it's on our property. You're going to charge me all this money to park here, and you're not going to protect my car. Yeah, no. So I take a bus into Logan. Now, when I was getting on the bus, excuse me, this past Sunday, there was this, he was this fresh-faced, blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid. He looked like he was 12. Literally. But he was in, Army fatigues. He really looked like he was 12. And there are these women. These women were so, it's like 3 of them. They were overly happy. They were going on vacation. I don't know where they were going, but they were just, you think that they were already drinking. Because that's how, so euphoric they were. They're just a bunch of ladies getting together and going on a vacation. They've even made movies about that kind of thing. Well, one of them looked at him and said, "Oh my God, you were so cute and